Hey, Thomas.
Hi, Michael.
Again, one of the big guys.
Yeah, one of the most important people here also probably.
It's a pleasure to welcome here Andrey Kleymanov from the Pix4D.
Thanks for having me, guys. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Is it okay to still say you are the new CEO?
That's true. So very happy to take over from the founder of the photogrammetry industry, Christoph Strahan.
Yeah, that's very true.
So I've been in this role for slightly more than a year. Very exciting.
It's already more than a year in your position.
That's right, yeah.
Okay, so it's not then okay to say you're new CEO. You're already CEO.
Well, yeah, to a certain extent, yeah.
Maybe for the beginning, just like if you just do a quick introduction.
Absolutely, yeah. So Pix4D is a fascinating company. So this is what I like about, in particular, Switzerland, where you have a lot of ventures, science-based ventures, which really shoot and flourish and base the whole business on a science, and that's what Pix4D is about. It's a company which is, as I mentioned before, started as a photogrammetry company. So based on the photogrammetry science, I don't know if I need to explain it to your audience, but that's about putting pixels together in 3D models. So in a nutshell,
we have heard about it.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe you can explain it in a better way, but that's what Pix4D is usually used to be about. Now we're expanding into more, adding more sensors like LiDAR into the equation, RTK signal, to achieve accuracy, even better accuracy, and also leveraging consumer devices like iPhone. Bringing together consumer world and geospatial professional world.
I would like to tackle that. Since you mentioned Christoph as a father of the photogrammetry, or he was at the very beginning.
I have no clue who is the mother, but that's a different question.
But I clearly remember, like, my first touch with the photogrammetry was with the reality capture, now reality scan, and of course Pix4D.
Yeah.
And I was always choosing whether to use one or another. So I clearly remember Pix4D to being at the beginning of the game. Right. And now you're mentioning the iPhones. How do you internally tackle this, like being this big, strong guy, like very professional within the survey and mapping industry, and then bringing new, very debatable tool? Okay.
It is as debatable as drone. I don't know when you do start, in this path on the path of 3D world.
I think it has been much longer time using drones, so it's already like normalized.
Yeah, but it's like if at the beginning it was the same skepticism, so the same.
That's true.
Thing is flying, a small camera and have no clue if it's going to work. A lot of skepticism. By the way, we still we can still meet surveyors who still has doubts about drones.
We had these discussions here.
Yeah. So now I see the same dynamics with phones. Same skepticism. There is no way it's going to work, but it works. It works, and it's.
I would just correct it. Like I don't even think that Michael meant it in the way that it doesn't work at all.
No.
It's just
I understand. Of course. That's. Don't get me wrong. It's just. It's hard to believe sometimes that something which is in your pocket can be as powerful as, I'm not saying total station, but as powerful as many conventional surveying tools. As powerful meaning as accurate.
Mm-hmm. I just wanted to support your idea about the drones because it was a few months ago. I was speaking to one traditional surveyor and he was saying like, okay, maybe we can try these drones. And in my head, I was like, okay, so are you going to take a calculator and say, I'm going to try the calculator?
Yeah. So
I had the discussions too. Sometimes people, in the US specifically, coming and saying, I still have doubts. It's like, okay.
I would also get back to the topic when he said because we both are from field, so we have companies which are service providers and doing these businesses many years. So I would say I tackled with photogrammetry maybe first time 13, 14 years back. Then you had on the market 2 to 3 softwares which were kind of good. And then later, when you're using maybe all of them on the beginning, you start to think like, what is the specification, or like what's the target of the softwares as well, because they are driven somewhere.
Yeah.
So would you say that in a certain moment you pick the industry which is like the main for you as Pix4D, and you would go in that direction? Because I have there one, but I would like to hear like whether it was intention or it was more like my feelings.
Yeah. Look, it's the evolution of Pix4D coincided with when drones picked up, really. So there was a need of a professional use of drones, professional in the sense of mapping, surveying. This is like the core of Pix4D still. So now, is it an industry? I don't know. It's like, construction is an industry, perceived as an industry. This is more like a sub-industry, probably.
More sub-industry.
Like a professional.
You're right, but where I was heading to was that I don't know which year, but you came up with also multi-spectral camera for the drones. And then, because we knew a lot of people from the industry or from the field using drones, and when you did this, I would say majority of people which were doing agricultural, large-scale digitization, where they needed multispectral, everybody just moved to Pix4D like a mass movement from all the other softwares. And then the other softwares pick in other sub-industries.
So look, it's the natural evolution of any startup, which used to be Pix4D used to be, now it's a solidly performing company, is to try many things. So first you come up with a killer product that was Pix4D Mapper, as you remember, and then you try different verticals, and we went along the same path. We tried inspection of telecom towers, different, but one product, different verticals. But one product which really shoot high is Pix4D Fields.
Yeah.
This is definitely, the best in class. There is no comparison whatsoever. Easy, offline, perfect for farmers. It is done by the farmer. That's the reason. So he knows what he's making. So Julius Petri, the head of this product. So. And then naturally we tried many things, and decided to stop. This is also normal. It does make money, so we're still we're not a lab. We're here to make money and to deliver shareholder value. So we have to stop certain things. And then as soon as the first iPhone Pro appeared with LiDAR sensor, Christoph said that's we got to do this. And here we are. So Pix4D Catch is one of the core products of Pix4D.
Maybe touch a quick his position right now. Is he still active within the company?
No, Christoph is, of course, he is a chief scientist. He is on the board of directors of the company, and he's actively involved still in the...
So he's back in a position that was actually his life at the beginning, right? Or?
I think he's enjoying really enjoying life, more than before. That's my point. But that's my kind of my view on where he's now today. I think he's happy. And we're all super happy to have him still, within the company.
Yeah, perfect. What are the visions for the next years? Where do you see Pix4D in 3, 4, 5
We'd
years?
like to develop. We would like to continue developing, going into these handheld devices. Laser scanners. We see a lot of them here, so a lot. They all look the same, but it's but still, there are a lot of those.
Good luck making yours looking very different.
No. This is what we're never gonna do, and that's where I don't see Pix4D is in hardware. So we don't know how to do this. We have no capabilities. We have no talent even to do this. We can acquire some, but
it doesn't make sense.
It's
totally
just a different DNA of the company dealing with hardware. It's logistics and all this stuff. Manufacturing, so this is, I've been there, so it's you need a different company for that. So the vision is still concentrate on software, concentrate on kind of building on the success of Pix4D Catch, making sure that we have end-to-end workflow. So what I'd like to deliver to customers is something which is plug and play. You don't need to change the way you do things. It just enhances your workflows. It helps you. And that's where we see Pix4D Catch, and that's why adoption is growing so fast. and that's why we have partnerships with all three, all three big shots.
And since you mentioned the LiDARs and laser scanners, is it in terms of bringing their data into your data and
Exactly.
merging?
Yeah. So we already doing this. Now, how can we get access to source data and make it how can I say apply the Pix4D DNA to make it make it work and combine it with photogrammetry? That's kind of the if you ask me this question. But more importantly, where I think the industry should go is, I mean, not the industry, where Pix4D should go is bringing geomatics world to closer to consumers. Why I'm thinking like this is because I'm not from this industry, but I see the technology is fascinating, and the real challenge is how to bring the complexity of this technology into the hands of an everyday user. And this is in a way what we're doing with Pix4D Catch again, because sometimes the user is a guy who is doing trenches, has no clue what is photogrammetry or 3D modeling or reality capture. It's like no clue, and we need to make a product which anybody can understand how to use. So that's the path forward, which we're thinking about.
So when I have in mind like your solution, and I see many videos like with Emlid, for example, attached, and you said like you are also targeting now LiDAR. Would that be, or is the direction that you are picking your best partner for it, or you want to stay more like open for anybody, so choose whatever you want from hardware and just...
We have 5 partners, so and all of them are best.
Yeah.
So to be honest, so I cannot single out Emlid or Leica or Trimble. What we observe though is that the scanning of objects with phone is becoming a priority. There is a more willingness from the large organizations to to contribute to our mutual success. So yeah, basically they will work. We just released the support of this very small device from Bad Elf. Guys, right? The Bad Elf company, US based. Orange guys. Yeah. So by the way, this device is it works pretty accurate in the open sky conditions. Maybe struggling. It's a small antenna, but again, this is a device which will help us to position ourselves in a world where surveying technologies are not so much known. Where all you need to do is to make sure that you can document your job site, your works when they're completed, and deliver the project. That's I think is where there's no intention to go against surveying community. We'd like to help them, to give them more hands, and to make sure that you guys, the surveyors, can do more. And maybe even become white-collar type of job. You sit in the office, you process the data, you use your brains, the complexity you can handle, and then everybody else, like let's say lower qualified people are doing capturing for you. So that's kind of the philosophy, if you want.
I agree with you, and I can totally agree with the position. I call it the democratization of the industry, which actually means not taking jobs from surveyors.
No, of course not.
But just spreading out the jobs that are there, but can be much bigger. Because surveyors are only limited to the amount of time and amount of people that are on the field, or they have different clients.
These are skilled people, of course, skilled.
Different weather conditions, whatever. But you can take these gadgets, take these tools, softwares, hardwares. You can very quickly teach several more people without the qualification how to use them. They can go on the field, they can scan the constructions every day. They will bring you the data. you will set up the control, you will control the workflow and everything.
Exactly.
You will be responsible for the results.
Absolutely.
But
yeah.
you can do much more jobs than
Exactly.
so far.
So eventually you can make more money. You can actually, even the velocity of construction work will increase because you don't need to wait for a surveyor.
Yeah.
Somebody else can be on site, do the scanning, boom, done, and certified. You can go. You can move on.
How are you touching also the newest? It's called the dock from the DJI. I
Yeah.
think several more companies have these autonomous drones that will just
That's
take off and
one of the
land.
trends we for sure want to be on. So look, it's kind of connecting DJI or any docking station with the Pix4D cloud. So you land the drone, you process the data. It's automation, of course, is a big trend. What I see as a trend is also kind of putting together, all this, like the network of docking stations, so that you can fly drones autonomously. In a way, it's the same thing if you think about it. You operate remotely. Now you don't need people. You need people to install the docking stations, but then it just flies, and you collect the data with a certain, in a certain way, and with a certain frequency. And then you just process it. I mean, it's the only solution for this is cloud, which we have.
For me, this all sounds like you are really oriented in innovations, and I would like to hear your opinion about Gaussian splatting and maybe thinking of you and Gaussian splatting.
I mean, I cannot say we are Gaussian splitting, but yeah. So it's, as I said, so Pix4D is a scientific company. When I joined the company, I was flabbergasted by the amount of knowledge and the brain power of the R&D team. So that helps us to do it right. Because Gaussian splitting, I mean, it's it's becoming like a buzzword, like AI.
Yes.
Gaussian splitting, it's everywhere.
Therefore, we have to ask you about it.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I'm happy to comment. Now, where we see ourselves is we don't want Gaussian splitting for visualization only. Of course, it gives fantastic results. We're quite different in tackling this problem, and frankly, probably again the pioneer in this field, because we can process faster and it's increasing over time as we kind of continue developing our own algorithms. We generate Gaussian splitting, then point clouds and mesh out of it. So Gaussian splitting visualization is also improving mesh afterwards. And we have also fantastic, the viewer, 3D viewer. That's actually, nobody thinks about it, but it's a bloody hard thing to tackle. Huh?
Well,
How can you visualize large objects, not losing the level of detail, and making sure that you can actually, see small things on the large objects?
Yeah, but even if it was only for this simple thing as adding the environment to the space that you have mapped or scanned or flown, because I remember this for years, it was always the problem. You create this beautiful mesh of some area or the object, and then you have just the flat screen around it. Or if you have a skybox tool, right, you can get some panorama inside or whatever, but still feeling very unnatural and very disturbing. What this Gaussian splatting actually allows you to just do one more oblique orbit around the object you are scanning and add this environment around it, and it feels much more natural, what you're seeing.
Look, it's. What I'd like to comment on, my view on this is that I like the reaction of consumers or customers never lie. Huh? So and when I see wow, it's like I've never seen anything like that. So that's the best evaluation of our efforts. Now, speaking about visualization, for me, this is not the only thing, as I mentioned, which we want to bring. We want to bring visualization, but without any compromise on accuracy.
Exactly. Yeah.
But that's not easy to do. Huh? So again, in a sense, I'm always remembering, President Kennedy, who said we choose to fly to the moon not because it's easy, but because it's hard. So in a way, it's like the philosophy of Pix4D, taking hard, very complex problems and make them deliver fantastic results, which look like easy to do, but there is again a lot of efforts and science and brain power behind.
That's actually the reason why we are bringing this topic, because as you said, this Gaussian splatting is becoming a buzzword. But you as a now from the field and from the industry, and you have a scientific team behind you, you see the benefits of it.
Of course.
And therefore we try to speak about it and show also people that this is not just about visuals and inaccuracy, but actually you can combine it with the things, and in that case educate people that might be something what will be used in the future, and you don't have to be
I think it's going to be a standard, huh?
Yeah.
So that's no doubt.
How do you see? I would like to go back to iPhones, because I really think that the ability for people on the side to be able to just pull out the phone and scan whatever they need, it's very important for the future and for the future inspections of construction site. Do you see in your numbers, within your software, within your ability to collect data, do you see the rising trends of this?
Absolutely. I think we doubled the usage of Catch this year. That's actually the trend, huh? So I cannot say for the full year, but it's increasing in a very good progression. It's still relatively small business, but the beauty of Catch that it's again it's scale, it can scale quite fast, huh? So that's why I love software, by the way, also, and that's one of the reasons why we have 5 partners, and that was the strategy from the beginning. We first tried with a smaller company, but now we understand that, again, as I said, within my philosophy, you need to make sure that you can integrate in a workflow without forcing people to use something else. So you have Leica, you have Topcon, you have Trimble device, no problem, it's going to work.
Yeah.
Now, if you are new to the field, I mean, we have two more devices. We're supporting 2 strong partners. So you have a choice, but each device has their own audience, and
I think it's the right choice. It's not your position to be telling your partners and customers you have to use this one because this is the best. It's not your position. You pick what is the best.
But it's not going to work.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, if somebody in the Trimble universe and the Trimble ecosystem, and it's hard to believe that they will switch to, I don't know, Bad Elf.
Yeah.
They have the right to do so, but why?
They are using their tools for many different use cases, so it's not your position to tell them what to use.
Yeah, and that's also helps us not to undermine relationship with. That's probably one of the questions which I'm being asked is how you manage all this 5 guys. I mean, it's we don't give any preferences to any specific vendor or partner. It's it's up to you.
No,
but the first question is, are you in one of the universes? Are you using I don't know, Trimble Connect, or are you So it's, and then they pick and choose.
How do you see also, because is Catch working also on a pure photogrammetry, or it's just working only with the LiDAR on iPhone?
No. I mean, you mean the without RTK device?
Yeah.
We prefer, LiDAR dramatically increases the quality of outputs. So that's why we first started supporting Android devices, but we have probably 95% of users on iPhone. So again, business-wise, it does make sense. People are asking, can you support Samsung? It's very, very natural to have Android in the surveying world.
But it's funny
you cannot be that confident with the output data,
yeah,
compared to iPhone LiDAR.
Exactly. Plus, complexity of Android devices is insane.
But this integration of the LiDAR in iPhone made it automatic choice for people. I'm not an iPhone user, but on the end, shame on me. but if I would think about using the phone on the field for these use cases, I would definitely catch an iPhone. So.
And sometimes people have their personal devices Android, and then professional uses iPhone.
Yeah,
so it's okay. It's normal.
Perfect.
Good.
Thank you very much. Like,
My pleasure.
we're
thanks
really
for
happy
having
that
me.
you accepted the invitation here.
Yeah, thank you very much for
Guys, please pass by. Maybe you'll learn something more about Pix4D. Huh?
Will
Perfect.
do.
We're downstairs.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, you guys.